Chicago on a Friday night, Saturday morning. Yeah, it's after midnight. How are you all doing today? It is my hopes that you are having a fantastic night, regardless of whatever city and state that you are from. That's right. Have a great time if you can. Some places, like the city of Chicago here, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry about that. In some places, like the city of Chicago, sometimes you can't have a good time. People getting shot, you know, people getting robbed, people getting carjacked, people getting tossed on the CTA railroad tracks, people in car accidents on I-57. Yeah, some people dead after that accident. While you all are out there, be careful driving, be careful traveling, whether it's public transportation or, Uber. We've seen some things happen in Uber now. Hey, but I want to thank everybody that's here. And for everybody that's in the chat room, I want to say thank you. Thumbs up, because you could have been somewhere else with someone else doing something else, okay? And by the way, you all, I'm looking to get 7,000 subscribers right now. 7,000. I'm this close. Yeah, I'm still at the bottom of the barrel, but I'm working my way up. Yes, but I am working my way up. So I need you to make sure that you press and smash the subscribe button. Press the like button and the share button and hit the bell and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when we upload videos here on YOUTUBE. What it is tonight? That's right. We need 7,000 subscribers. I'm this close. Just press the button. Doesn't cost you 1 red cent, you know. You know they took my monetization from me. Yeah. They say that I didn't, give them the PIN number in time. I never got the PIN number. Never got it. Now, I get cable bill, I get light bill, I get car tickets, I get court documents, jury documents, all right here at the same address. But for some reason, I never got the PIN number. And now I'm demonetized until I get a second go round of this PIN number. I know that I'm always going and I'm traveling, but someone is always here. Someone is always here. Either if it's me or them. Someone is always here. So, in regards to me not getting the PIN number, come on. I'm just saying. But whatever it is, it's that platform. And this is what you go through when you're on someone else's platform. But I tell you what I will do when I get some money from YouTube. I will help the homeless. I would really help the homeless. And I will continue to travel. Hey, what's going on out there, Sakura? Kenan, Bible lover. Oh, Bible lovers, Bible thumpers, we are glad that you are in the building today. You sub, hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thumbs out, thumbs up, and shouts out to Canaan, Bible lover. We appreciate you. We tip our hat to you. I mean, right now, that's the only way you can support the channel is by subscribing. They took everything else away from me. But I'm waiting. And the people that are here waiting, while I'm not here, they waiting on that letter too, okay? 100. But we hope that you all are having a fantastic night tonight. But some people are not having a fantastic night tonight. here in the city of Chicago. You know, the family of DJ Commando, B96, excuse me, Power 92. That's right. DJ Commando, Power 92 is dead. A lot of Chicagoans are mourning the death of him. But not only that, we have another Chicagoan, well, suburban, but locally known in Chicago, singer and bassist by the name of Justin Barron. He's also dead at the age of 40. Yeah, he was a kid from Deerfield with his brother, you know, and they created a band in high school out there in Deerfield, and they became very popular locally. So we send our condolences to those family members, DJ Commando and Justin Barron. Send our shouts out to you and condolences. Yeah, we want to send some more shouts out to some celebrities right now. Shouts out in regards to having the Stupid Award. And we're talking about P. Diddy right now and 50 Cent. Well, 50 Cent is not laughed upon, but P. Diddy is right now because 50 Cent buried him. Now, in my last live, I did a video in regards to 50 Cent's documentary and how he buried P. Diddy and everything. He did. But that was supposed to be a part 2. But I never did get to the part 2. But I'm going to give you some of that right now, okay? Basically, if you got time to spend 4 hours to watch it, the last video, basically, Lil Rod gets on the camera and he tells his story. How he was afraid. How he was drugged. How he went to sleep with women, but woke up in the bed with P. Diddy. And then come to find out that his body was aching. Why don't you just keep it a buck, man? You know what happened? You know, you got your donut hole. Ooh. Baby oil. I'm just saying. He should just keep it a buck with that, you know. Yeah. And all these other gun charges that P. Diddy had going on. And back at the beginning of his career, he didn't smoke weed, he didn't do drugs, he didn't drink alcohol. What happened to the man? Because in the latter years, he's doing so many things, so many drugs, having so many drinks, having so many weed joints, having so many outrageous parties with baby oil and sexual intercourse, you know. When people like T.D. Jakes in the party. How do you go from, I'm just saying, Lil Rod, hey man, why don't you just say that? You know, he was scared. I'm sure he was. But like many people who encountered P. Diddy, after a while, they really wanted to get away from him. Because some kind of way, he became a monster. A monster. Was it those rituals or ceremonies that he had to go through? Was it an ego trip? Was it, you know, something else? Hey, you don't have too many choices when you have power like that. And a lot of things that he did was cover up because of the people that he had connections with. Not to mention the fact that he had money. And I tell you, as long as this American economy thrives and live off money, if you have a lot of money, like Diddy, remember one thing, even he didn't get off. And they're not done with him yet. And they are not done with him yet. It's crazy. Y'all be careful. But I forgot to tell you something before I got on Diddy. It was some Chicago news. Okay. If you live in the Logan Square area, make sure that you're careful out there, especially if you have a daughter. If you're by the 2600 block of Kedzie, right off of Spalding, Spalding is where the CTA blue line is at that goes into the subway there. But I hung a block away from there on Spalding. Yeah, right off Milwaukee, Spalding in Milwaukee. A whole lot in Logan Square. You all be careful with your daughters, females that's out there. And on the 3100 block of Schubert Street here in Chicago, be careful. All of that is within the same vicinity. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Schubert is right between Belmont and Addison. Okay? Yeah. Logan Square area. We have a sexual assaultist running out on the street trying to apprehend young women. This just happened, seconds ago, according to WGN. Okay? I want to say, and he's wearing jeans, a gray hoodie, and a black backpack. So look out, to stay aware, to be aware and to be knowledgeable is to be alive to an extent. Okay, because you're informed or armed with the knowledge to be cautious and careful while you're out there. Okay, everybody that's out there, wow, I want to send you shots out in the chat room. In the chat room, we got who? Principles of motivation. Hey, what's going on, Principles of Motivation? Shots out to you. Bryson Minor, Space X6N. P. Diddy got sentenced 50 months in prison. Yes, he did. And the Canaan Bible lover. Yeah, everybody that's out there in the chat room. Yeah, what happened to my numbers? My numbers went down. My likes went down. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to keep this party rolling, okay? And by the way, you all seeing that we're speaking of Chicago and everything, Mosque Mariam, the headquarters for the Nation of Islam, is here. And yes, at one point, I used to be in the Nation, but the Nation is no more. But I am going to finish out this year with uploads in regards to Minister Louis Farrakhan. I'm going to continue to do that to the rest of the year. New year, I'm a Bobby Seal. I'm pulling a Bobby Seal on you all. I told you I'm going to do that months ago. Yeah, I'm going to pull a Bobby Seal straight up. But there is no more Nation of Islam. Trust me, if I was still a Muslim or involved in Islam, there's no way possible that I could have done those audiobook series that we have on MOPOWERZ, where we have Blackman of the Nile and his family, From Babylon to Timbuktu, Stolen Legacy. These are master teachers. Okay? As a Man Thinketh, The Fall of America, The Destruction of Black Civilization. Once you read people like Chancellor Williams, master teacher Benja Hakkinen, master teacher John Henry Clark, master teacher Walter Williams. There's no way possible that you can still fight that, because that's real history. Irrefutable history. Now, we all have been reared or raised some kind of way as a child coming up with some form of religion, okay? And I don't care what school or thought that you're from, whether if you're a Baptist, Apostolic, Catholic, Arab, Muslim, meaning Orthodox, or, Presbyterian, whatever you are. All of these religions were created by a white man. All of the religions were created by a white man. Now, religion has helped many other people, give them structure in life. I get that. I had 3 uncles that were reverends in my family that had their own churches, and I was raised as a Christian. But as I broke out at the age of 17, but at 16, I stopped going to church, stopped singing in the choir. I was singing in the choir for over 10 years every Sunday. Do you hear me? Granny had me. But then I got a hold of other material, other knowledge from other people that helped further my development in consciousness. Okay. But in that process, the nation came along. And the information is great if you use it the right way. But there is no more Nation of Islam. There are people who are remnants of the Nation of Islam, people like in the E team, or people who were just firm believers. You see, but a lot of things happened to the people that knew, like Minister Jeffries, okay? And if you were at Mosque Mariam and you were on the E team, or even just a regular parishioner, because you're still a parishioner, whether if it's mosque, whether if it's church, whether if it's synagogue, you're still a parishioner. Okay. Yeah. And that hurt me when they got rid of Minister Jeffries. It hurt me that Minister Conrad quit the nation. He left the nation and went back to Christianity. It hurt my heart what happened to Khalid. I was already in the nation when all of this happened. Already in the nation. Sad what happened to Khalid. Did Minister Farrakhan have his reasons? Of course he did. Of course he did. And despite the fact that many don't agree with a lot of things with what he did, because I don't agree with some of the things he did. Even how he, played Khalid. But there was a deeper reason behind that. Maybe it was life and death. I'm just saying. So my uploads, I'm going to finish out. So we got, a couple of weeks left in December, but by January 1st, I can put some on before then, but I'm going to finish out with him. I started with him. I got a couple of weeks left, but like I said, I'm pulling the Bobby Seale. And if you all don't know who Bobby Seale is, Bobby Seale was one of the co-founders of the Black Panther Party with Huey Newton. But Bobby Seale also became a senator. I'm about to pull a Bobby Seale on you all. Straight up. Straight up. Now that we've got all of that out the air, okay, because some people were questioning me personally about the nation and stuff like that. So I had to bring that in. Let me get some water here. Seeing that we were talking about the city of Chicago and everything, I had to bring that up, okay? And that's sad. But it is what it is. But I'm going to tell you another thing that's sad. Another thing that's sad is that you have a black man by the name of Tory Medley was found hanged, lynched, hung right next door to Chicago in Brookfield, Wisconsin, which is maybe like 15 miles outside of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah, black man lynched. Now, I be in Wisconsin a lot. I be in Chicago a lot. I be in Iowa a lot. I be in Minneapolis a lot. You know, keep it around in the central states, okay? A lot, but I be, other places too, as you can see. But where he was hanged at, Tory Medley, if I'm not mistaken, he was 33 years old. If I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong on his age, somebody out there in the chat room, please correct me. But I think that the young man was 33 years old. Now, he lived in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And like I said, it's about 20 miles to get to Brookfield. Something like that, okay? Right off Moreland Road and I-94. Yeah, so it's like, right around 293, 292 exit, somewhere up in there. 290s exit, okay? 290s exit going westbound on I-94. Needless to say, his body was found hanging from a tree on a golf course. But Tory Medley did not own a vehicle. And in Brookfield, ain't no buses running in Brookfield. There's no buses running in Brookfield. Now, mind you that this case took place 3 weeks ago, but hasn't gotten the attention that it should have, and the family is outraged. His sister says that he has no connection with the golf course. Now, the Waukesha police and the Brookfield police have cooperated or in cahoots with each other trying to solve the problem. They say, according to the reports, that it looks like a suicide. How many people out there know that black people really don't hang themselves? Anybody out there? Do anybody know any black man or black woman that has lynched themselves? Anybody out there? They may shoot themselves to death. They may smoke themselves to death, with that cocaine and snort up a whole lot of stuff up their nose to kill themselves. Or even beat you with a bat. But lynched? Black man hanging himself? Anybody out there? Anybody? Let's go down further. What you say? Hey, what's going on? Kamara Ja. Is it Kamara Ja? Kamara Raj? A space W2N. Hey, thanks for the hands. Thanks for the hands. Wait, what? He's gay. Who's gay? Oh, damn. That's a whole nother topic. Ain't got nothing to do with it. Because ain't nobody gay over here. Not at all. 100. We like the punani around here. But anyway, you all, yeah, they found the black man hung, lynched, the golf course. Now, this had to happen at night because they say that they really don't have any footage that they can see No one saw him go to the tree. I mean, if he wanted to hang himself, he had stayed in Milwaukee on the north side on St. Paul. Now, there's a lot of buildings on St. Paul and a lot of landmarks on St. Paul, like the court building or like the train station or the bus station. Those are landmark areas. But we know that he stayed on St. Paul, but we don't know which block, you know. We just know, according to his sister, that he stayed on St. Paul. But there's a lot of trees that he could have hung himself from or lynched himself from right here in Milwaukee where he was at. Yeah. So, like, you know, why did he have to go 20 miles away to a place that his family said that they had no knowledge of that he would go there? And if you know Brookfield, Wisconsin, like I know Brookfield, Wisconsin, you should know somebody that stay out there if you're out there. Now, this is November when this happened. Ain't nobody golfing in November. Not in Wisconsin. That's just like golfing in Chicago in November. I'm just saying. Yeah. What do you all think? Do you all think that the police are covering up something? I mean, like, when I saw that, you know, I'm thinking, like, did he have an affair with somebody out there? Meaning a relationship with a woman, and, you know, maybe them good old boys found out and, you know, they lynched him? I don't know. The investigation is still ongoing. But, yeah, he lynched. Just like they don't know who hung the boy out there at Delta State University. Remember that? The young man? Found him in broad daylight. Somebody murdered him at night. I'm just saying. And even if yeah, you show me. I have to look that up because I'm not. Yeah, anybody out there can Google that for me? Let me Google it myself, okay? Give me a minute here. I'm gonna Google it myself. I'm gonna Google something myself right now. Yeah, just give me a minute, Hank. Themselves. I'm Googling this right now. How many black people hanged themselves in America? You know, yeah, I'm looking that up right now. Yeah, because that got me. Now, just like they found that boy in here in Waukesha over there in Brookfield, they have hey, what's going on, Peyton Jarrett? What's going on, man? Shouts out to Peyton out there. What it is. Yeah, I want to see that. Go. Let's see. The number of black people who have died by hanging includes a complex history of both documented suicides and racial terror lynchings, making a single definite count impossible due to inconsistent tracking and evolving definitions. Yeah. Okay. Now Google say that some black people have lynched themselves. That's what it's telling me. However, black people don't hang themselves. What is it, 1%? If they do, is it like 0.5%? It's got to be that small. We don't do that. We have been historically lynched by Caucasians in this country. And then we're going to do the same thing to ourselves. Now, I understand that they have taught and educated us, you know, to hate ourselves and kill ourselves. But lynching ourselves by a rope, by a belt, by any instrument or device that will help kill yourself. Lynching, it's less than half of 1%. I'm just saying. Do you think it's a cover-up? Because the family and the NAACP chapter of Brookfield, Waukesha County, and Milwaukee NAACP branch is also investigating the matter. Not too long ago, you had that young man lynched down there in Alabama who was having problems with the police, but that was also a suicide. Did he have problems with the police, this Tory Medley? I mean, not that we know of. Not that we have had the liberty of information to give you all. So, it's a no. I'm just saying. Sad, but true. It's 2025. And people are still being lynched, or they're still allegedly lynching themselves. This has got to stop. It's got to stop. But it has gotten so crazy. Not only are people lynching themselves, but husbands are actually going to their wives' place of employment, like Little Caesars in Tempe, Arizona, and shooting her to death along with the co-worker. He shot her so many times that after she fell to the floor in Little Caesars, he was still shooting her. And we're talking about the 27-year-old Benjamin Visser, Visser, Visser or Visser, 27 years old, white boy, arguing with this lady because his wife, because he don't have a job. He's unemployed, complaining about finances, and he's walking her to work at Little Caesars. But they were already having issues, and he saw her talking to her co-worker, Shaquille Simmons. Okay, now, y'all think about it. Is Shaquille a white boy or a black boy? But his wife was only 21 years old. Damn. Killed her dead and shot Shaquille Simmons as well. The witness said that she just fell down to the ground and he still continued on the floor and he still continued to shoot her. This is what the eyewitness said in the news report. That's how crazy it is out here. With people killing each other, people lynching each other, or people lynching themselves or killing their mates. Murdering their mates. Because of financial pressures. Because of the pressure of being a loser. Now, why do I say losers? Because in this incident, when he got to the police station because he was arrested, he told them everything. He said he blacked out, but he remembered everything that happened. Crazy. This is what society has done to us right now. They still lynching people out here. Y'all be careful. I don't care what city and state. And you must remember that the United States are mostly red states. Did you hear me good? Did you hear me good? When I tell you that most of the United States are red states. Now, if you don't know what that means, you may need to go sit down and talk to your grandma or your granddad, okay? Ain't that right, Trump? And all those red states voted for Trump. Trump was responsible for a lot of things, or had a lot of people that was responsible for a lot of bad incidences that took place on January 6th. You know, when they stormed the Capitol? The DC pipe bomber suspect that they arrested, Brian Cole Jr., was a MAGA Trump lover. Yeah. Now, none of the explosives went off. That was by the headquarters for the Democrats and the Republicans. But they caught him. 30 years old, black man. Come on, give me a break. Now, here it is, when you have a MAGA lover that comes into your mind, you think of a Caucasian, you know, but one who goes off with bombs and burning churches, you would think that it is a middle-aged white man. No, this is a black man that's 30 years old. Brian Cole Jr., the suspect. Now, I know that Hollywood and media, TV, can make anything look like anything. I get it, okay? And they censor the news and everything in your newspaper and everything that you read online, okay? I get it now. But they say that this guy was a black man. Come on. Now, you do have some black MAGA lovers that's out there. And if you all look at a lot of the black MAGA lovers that's out there, they do look kind of nerdy. But never in my lifetime, and many other black people here in America, would we have ever thought that the suspect that they arrested or would have arrested, that was responsible for the pipe bombing explosion attempt, would be a black man in America. What they say, they arrested him in Virginia? Something like that. Is that what they said? Or was he from Virginia? Either way, they got him in Virginia, okay? Yeah, and he's in custody. Do you really think that he's the suspect? Do you really think that he's the planned guy that planted all of these explosives? Do you think that is Brian Cole Jr. who did this? Do you think it's staged? I mean, it's not like they haven't staged things before. Hell, they even staged black young men selling crack in front of the White House. They staged that. Some people say that the incident that took place out there in Butler, Pennsylvania, with Donald Trump was staged. They say that. They say that the incident that took place in Florida, another attempt assassination on Trump, many people say that it was staged. What do you say? Do you say that this incident is staged with Brian Cole Jr.? That's what they say. And there's no telling how far a MAGA lover will go. There's no telling. Color has nothing to do with the mindset of one who is in Donald Trump's cult. Cult. Yes, cult. Now, speaking of Donald Trump, he said that he was going to make America great again. Remember that? Well, in that, he also made a statement to black people. And he said that, black people, you should vote for me.
An official message from Medicaid.
He say, what do you have to lose? Do y'all remember that? Donald Trump asked black people to vote for him. Why not? What do we have to lose? Hey, if you're out there in the chat room and you're black, what have black people lost since Donald Trump has been in office? What has the American people lost since Donald Trump has been into office? Not just black people. He tricked black people into voting for him, just like he tricked many Caucasians and Latinos to vote for him. Tricked them. So he really should have said, what does America has to lose? Should have just been black people. People have lost jobs. People have lost their homes. We've lost DEI. We have had Confederate statues replanted. We have the removal of black historians, pictures, architect, some history. Prices are crazy in the food department. I'm just saying. What have we lost? We've even lost rights. They say that we have rights, but we don't have no. We got rights, but a lot of rights is being overridden by the Donald Trump administration. Yeah, he's on a cult. What's that word I want to use? He's on a cult mission to make all of America white. Yeah, he most definitely want not only immigrants out of here, okay? Not only do he just want, he just don't want immigrants that is Mexican out of here, like Venezuelans, Mexicans. He want Haitians out of here. He wants Somalians out of here. And after they are all gone, who do you think is next on the chopping block? The same people whom they had as slaves at one time, like chattel slavery or indentured slavery. And as soon as he get rid of us, all of those white South Africans, more Jews, more Germans, more Romanians, more Grecians, more Slovenian people, more Ukrainian people will be here to replace our ass. They giving us a warning. Are you reading the writing that's on the wall? Are you reading the writing that's on the wall? Now you say, Mo, you going, you tripping. Hell, no, I'm not. Are you all paying attention to what's going on? The cards that are being dealt and who is dealing the cards? It's gotten so, Donald Trump has gotten so out of hand. He's done something that is unprecedented in the United States of America as being a president. Yeah. He said that some people, as we know, if you didn't know, I'm going to tell you now, that some people that's in the House and the Senate should be dead. What president says that? No one has ever said that except none other than Donald Trump. Would this be an autocracy? Would this be a kingsmanship, or what would it be? People are in the street People have received eviction notices. You trick black people. But they were so dumb to the fact of who you really are. Just like the Latinos got tricked not knowing who you really are. And all of these dumb white Caucasians who didn't know who you are voted for you. And you gave the finger to all of those that voted for you. All of them. Even your own party is disgruntled with you, and you're making America not a greater place, but a weaker place. You're not making America a greater place. You're making America a weaker place. And I got to thinking, no, that's a whole nother video. I'll leave that. No, I'm going to say it. I got to thinking like, why they really screwing with my channel? It's because I talk about Donald Trump, but a whole lot of content creators talk about Donald Trump. Maybe it's Louis Farrakhan. I don't know. Because a lot of people who affiliate themselves with Minister Louis Farrakhan, their TV shows get taken. Their ratings go down. I don't understand something. Why people just can't accept truth, historical truth, no bigotry involved. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but that they may think. I don't get it. You got all of these content creators out here that's got all this music telling you to kill yourself. Now, I got music on my classic channel, but I'm talking about music that was just uploaded today and yesterday. And they still talking about nigger, kill your mama, kill your bitch. I do dope, I sell dope, I'm a devil. And they not demonetized. They didn't have no problems getting their PIN number. I'm just saying. YouTube, I'm doing everything possible to cooperate with you all in regards to my PIN number. We are looking for the mail diligently around here. Okay? We don't want no problems with YouTube. Next year is a new year. Let's be friends. Okay? But getting back to Donald Trump, okay? Because he's no friend of the American people whatsoever. He is not a friend of the American people whatsoever. Except for the billionaire friends. And for the MAGA lovers. And for those whom he can use or squeeze something out of. All of these people that he gave pardons to, he wants something from them. And he's going to use them to his advantage. Trust that. Donald Trump. Keeping you away from the Epstein files. And speaking of the Epstein files, did you know that Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein, the Fantasy Island dude, he was cooperating with the feds about removing his case of illegal prostitution. Yeah, let me get some more water. Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein was a CI, a snitch. A snitch. And everybody knew that. But they came out and released some more information. How he was cooperating with the feds. And how they terminated his case about prostitution. Terminated his case And once the feds got you on the hook, you ain't off the hook. You're still on the hook. You're not never getting off from the feds. And they're going to let you do what you want to do. Just ask Jim Jones. Just ask Jim Jones. He'll tell you. He connected with the feds too. Who we got out there? Noise like 1, 2, 3. Hopefully he gets pardoned. You have to do community service and mandatory 3 months attendance of the Jimmy Kimmel Show. Shouts out to you, Noise like 1, 2, 3. Linda Polly, my brother used to have that. What's up, Linda Polly? Peyton Jarrett. Yeah, what it is. We appreciate you all for being here. That's in the chat room, because you could have been doing something else with someone else, or even by yourself, But either way, we thank you for being here, because you could have been, as I stated, doing something else. But you decided to stop by to see what we had to say on this fantastic Friday night, Saturday morning. Okay? Yeah. Donald Trump. Epstein files. Donald Trump been having some other problems as well with the people in the state of New Orleans, because ICE agents are in New Orleans wrapping everybody up. Yeah, if you're an immigrant, you got to go. You better hide, like a roach, when they cut the lights on. Because they after you. Donald Trump ain't playing about that. Now, that I do agree with. But he's even talking about deporting U.S. citizens. So you that are illegal citizens, you really got to go. Somalian, Mexican, Haitian, Ecuadorian, Venezuelan, whatever you are, you got to go. You got to go. Yeah, but New Orleans are not happy about that. Not the people that live there. But neither are the people that live in Minnesota. But, they're gonna find a whole lot of people there. Those Somalians, they got their own little town. Trust me. I spoke about locations last time in my last live, okay? There's going to be a lot of sweeping. Not to mention the fact that it's not so much of citizens that is committing a lot of fraud. It's the immigrants, the illegal aliens, the illegal immigrants. They are the ones that's committing a lot of fraud. Not so much the U.S. citizens. Yeah. And that's according to their own DOJ report, okay? That's just not me pulling something out my backside. These are the findings according to the government of what they say. And on the news, fraudulent. But, you do have, like I said, some dead U.S. citizens still getting Social Security or even food stamps. But mostly it's illegal immigrants that is committing all of the fraud with the food stamp system. Yeah. Because if you're a legal immigrant, you really can't get no housing, even though Joe Biden gave them a lot of housing, but that's over with. So, they got to go back to their own country. Did you all hear the response that Iihan, Omar, the representative, the House of Representative chick, that's not from this country, but from the foreign country. She made a statement in regards to Donald Trump and the Somalians, the war on Somalians. She called Donald Trump a bigoted fool. She said that Somalians are tough people and they are not easily frightened. What's the word that she used? Not easily frightened, she used another word. But it means the same thing. And she said that we are not going anywhere and used the 14th Amendment as an example. Hell, even Donald Trump knows that the 14th Amendment basically talks about the descendants of slaves. She ain't no slave. Her family not no descendants of slaves from here. Maybe she want to go back to over there where she came from. Maybe they had slaves over there, but she ain't been no slave over here, and her ancestors ain't been no slaves over here. So the 14th Amendment don't even apply to you, Iihan, Omar. Not even from this country. Do you all think that she should be grateful that she has a seat in the House of Representatives? Do you think so? Because I think so. Or is it money that's backing her? What do you think? Do you think a lot of these politicians have money backing them? Of course they do. Even the so-called representatives and senators. Powerful people, and they're plugged. She's plugged, but so was Charlie Kirk. He was plugged too, and they cut off his TV. I mean, like, I'm just saying. And he was on Donald Trump's side, and they still, cut off his lights. We're not going anywhere. Go back to where you came from. Why are you so stuck on being here? Go back to where you came from. You all are causing us problems. You all are eating up the benefits of the American people. You all are eating up, consuming all of what could have went in regards to finances to the American people. But the government of America refuses to help the American people, but will help the illegal aliens. But Donald Trump says it's over. Y'all got to go. Y'all got to go. But you all be on alert, because we just may be on that list to be deported to. Where to? Maybe Venezuela. Or maybe just locked up in prison. Donald Trump has the political world in his pocket. And it's just not black people that dislikes what the administration is doing. It is Caucasian people too. So for those of you who are MAGA lovers, racists or skinheads that love Donald Trump, that's in his cult, while you say that black people should go back to Africa, well, why don't you tell them white people to go back to Europe? And maybe you should go too with your swastikas. I'm just saying. Yeah, bad. They're trying to impeach Donald Trump right now, which is going to be a very hard, serious task. Do you think Donald Trump should be banned from America? Do you think Donald Trump should be impeached? Do you think Donald Trump should be jailed? Do you think Donald Trump is responsible for the ruckus that took place at the Capitol January 6th, that great famous day? Do you think he's responsible for that? Do you think those people who made all of the ruckus happen or executed the ruckus, do you think they were Donald Trump lovers? Obviously, even the Proud Boys went to jail for that man. And he pardoned all of them because they were for him. Now, the question is he going to pardon Brian Cole Jr.? Let's see if he pardons Brian Cole Jr., the pipe bomber suspect in D.C. Let's see if he pardons him. What do you think? Do you think he will pardon him? I don't think so. Let me help you out with that. I don't think so, okay? Ban Donald Trump. Some people shouting for that. Hey, that not me. Hey, not me. That's the word on the street, okay? The word on the street, they trying to ban this man from political office, meaning impeach him, okay? And speaking of banning, Australia just banned social media. Yeah. They say that it was destroying the teens. Whew. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing? Hell, I'm here in the United States and social media is destroying not only teens, it's destroying adults. It's destroying relationships. It's destroying marriages. It's destroying the self-confidence of a person. Yes, social media is doing just that. Let me ask you a question. If social media is not exactly what I said and what Australia is saying, this is why they banned it. Do you think that social media has destroyed relationships? Do you think so? Do you? Do you think social media has caused marriage problems, caused marriages to end up divorced? Do you think that social media has caused the death of content creators? Do you think social media has done that? Yeah, we've witnessed it. We've witnessed how social media can actually help you get assassinated, killed, get your TV turned off, get your curtains closed. Yeah. What you say there? That's true. And leave us alone. That's why I love Mr. President. Okay, I hear you, Margaret Green. I hear you, Margaret Green. Shouts out to Margaret Green out there. Margaret Green, if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? Everybody that's out there in the chat room, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when we upload videos here on YOUTUBE. We are currently trying to reach 7,000 subscribers. So please, by all means, smash the like button, share button, and the subscribe button. And pass along the information, Pass it along. And while you're passing it along, tell them to also smash the subscribe button. Okay? Yeah, social media has really caused a negative impact, not only on teens here in America, but Australia has banned it. And do you think it should be banned here? Because we are going through the same thing that they went through over there in Australia. I mean, social media can be a good tool. I mean, I'm talking to you on it right now. Had it not been for social media, I wouldn't be here talking to you. But I'm not bringing you anything negative. I'm not telling you to go kill yourself. I'm not telling you to go kill your wife at Little Caesars in Tempe, Arizona. I'm not telling you to go lynch a black man. I'm not telling you to go out there and sell the box, prostitution. I'm not telling you to go over there to the Epstein Island? Well, it used to be. I ain't never told you to do nothing like that. Okay? But it's true. Social media has destroyed families. And most importantly, it can harm your self-confidence in a down spiral way. Social media can help you to commit. I'm just saying. It will. Social media will have you do a lot of things that you never would have normally done. Do I think it needs to be checked? Yes. In regards to if you out there as a content creator and you putting up all of the music, like my channel, THEMOSHOW Classics. If they want to kill that channel, let them kill it. It's okay. But that's old classic. I'm not bringing anything out new. That's 20 years ago material. I'm not bringing out anything new to tell you to go do that. I'm telling you to go lift yourself up, bring you a positive message, giving you informative messages, giving you information to help build yourself and to make you aware. So in certain aspects, yeah, I don't think that music like that, any negative music should be allowed on YouTube. I don't think so. I really don't. All of that profanity got to go. But the gates of hell is open, and any and everything goes that will degenerate you is allowed. And just from my standpoint, everything that is to uplift you has either gotten very few numbers or, you just sit on the shelf, Hey, it's crazy. And they say that the algorithm has changed on YouTube and that it's hurting content creator numbers. I got to do some more investigation on that. But social media being banned in Australia, do you think that social media should be banned in the United States? Now, if you want to make America great again, maybe we should start by that. Leave the truth alone and get rid of all of the negativity. If you're a negative content creator, we'll see you later. Because social media rules right now. Social media is the new TV. Social media is the new news. But, you still got to read newspapers. You still have to read newspapers. And watch the news on TV and compare the information with what's in the paper. Not what you see online, because you had a lot of misinformation that's online. But some people like misinformation. I'm just saying. I see my number went down on my like again. But, they playing these games with me. But I want peace, YouTube. I really want peace. Like I said, I'm doing a Bobby Seale. Y'all just... For real. I'm trying to cooperate with YouTube so that I can continue to have my platform and I could possibly receive some currency for doing so. So yes, I'm really trying to cooperate. Not that I'm bowing down. I have to cooperate, whether I like their rules or not. I have to cooperate if I want to be on their platform. So while I'm doing that, could you all cooperate with me and send me my PIN number so that, we can get more done. You know what I'm saying? So that we can get more done for YouTube. I'm just saying. Hey, and by the way, if you all have not went over to my other channel, MOPOWERZ, here on YOUTUBE, make sure you go over to that channel and check out those audiobook series that we left for you. Many of them I've already mentioned to you earlier. Blackman of the Now, Stolen Legacy, As a Man Thinketh, Kemet on Trial, The Destruction of Black civilization, the fall of America, from Babylon to Timbuktu, the demonology of King James, the miseducation of the Negro, the chronological order from alchemy to Wicca, and so on and so forth. The world's 16 crucified saviors. We got a lot of information over there, not to mention the other fact that we got like another 800 and I don't know, 90 some videos over there. Go check that out. MOPOWERZ. And over there I have 59, almost 6,000 subscribers. I had 6,000 at one point, maybe because I haven't been putting up no content on that channel, but they took a couple of subscribers away from that channel, and I still haven't been monetized on that channel either. And I got over 900 videos on that channel. I have over 2,000 on this channel. And I don't know, like 200 on my third channel. THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space here on YOUTUBE. And if you are into deeper history, understanding of history, go over to MOPOWERZ. If you are more into history and like a more insight into history, besides this Louis Farrakhan that we left on this channel, where we got that smoke, and Walter Williams, we got that smoke, and Dr. John Henry Clark, we got that smoke, and Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, we got that smoke right here on this channel. Go over to MOPOWERZ. Yeah. We got a lot of stuff coming up, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're going to end this year how we ended it, but next year it's a boom bang, okay? It's a boom bang. 1,000. And like I said, I got a fourth channel as well. It's called Kung Fu Genius Space Kick Ass. I got to get rid of those videos and replace them. I got other things to do though, but I will get to that channel as well. And we'll put some more material up there. We got ideas of what we want to do with that channel. We just haven't done it yet. So we can remove that material that's up there already, seeing that I'm having a problem with that channel and YOUTUBE. Okay? So this channel, THEMOSHOW Chicago, Mo Powers, The Mo Show Classics, and Kung Fu Genius Kick Ass, Space Kick Ass. Check them out. There's a lot of things over there for you. And on your way out the door, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when we upload videos here on YOUTUBE. And also press those condiments, the like and the share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. Peace out, you all. Never give up on your DREAMS. That's my time. See you tomorrow.